Welcome back, and we are watching something else, and I'm pretty sure you've read the title by now, so you know what's going on. Considering that I've seen some of his other works, yeah, I'm interested to know where the hell the early mind was. So, a bunch of quite short little individual stories might play off quite well. If you don't know what this is, wow. This is a bunch of, an anthology of works created by Fujimoto, the guy behind Chainsaw Man. I believe it was during his early years, predominantly 17 to 25, 26, and now animated for our viewing pleasure. I don't know if this is particularly popular, if this is something that people like, but I want to watch it. So why not record it for you as well? So, if you're new to the channel, check links down below. You can head on to my Patreon for full uncensored versions of the reaction as well. But for now, we're going to have to jump right in. I have no idea what this entails. I just know it's a bunch of random stories. If any of them are connected, we'll find out. If not, we'll find out. So, grab a drink, sit down, let's begin. Okay, so are we playing a recording? A tape of events that transpired before the fall of mankind. Well, I saw the green blood and the battered skull. What the hell was that yellow thing? Encyclopedia for kids. Someone has silver poisoning. So, the fall of... The fall of humankind, but everything seems so normal. Are we just shifting out humans for aliens here? Oh, that's the yellow thing. I believe them. Okay, yeah, I can see this coming from the mind of Fujimoto. Some of the designs, especially. Why did it glitch and shatter on the praying mantis there? Is this going to be like the Power World chickens where they're just kind of really I see chickens have evolved. They're doing a bang up job at being chickens. If if they're learning about humans and their history and whatnot, 2019, then yeah, there's definitely not going to be able to tell the biological differences. And so they could live relatively unscathed lives. Well, that's lucky. So they just moved in. Huh. This is an interesting take of an alien takeover. So, yeah, we've just eradicated humankind, but now we'll just squat in their houses, take over for where they left off. I don't think they will anytime soon. I mean, once there's no more food, sure, but what do they eat? Apparently not chickens, nicely, but... while they hunt out the last remnants. Oh, so there are human sympathizers amongst the aliens. Unless they're just, you know, having a human farm. We've seen worse things. Are they going to have, you know, imitation human meat in this? Yeah, that's a level of thought about it, definitely. Got it. It's the same thing. Is this just a lesson on animal welfare and how we treat our procurement of meat and the like? I was going to say, I fear for when there's just a helmet. Maybe don't speak about this so loudly without any doors or anything on. Also, these are very well-behaved chickens if they can just walk out of the enclosure at any point. The fact he put himself right there with his back turned to it. Well, at least there's a little bit of education going on here. But they have to, what? They have to admit it first. But what are they going to do? It's not like they... Why, is there policy changes? But here's the thing, it can go one of two ways. He's like, ooh, chickens, yummy. Or he can be like, I like chickens, these aren't chickens, what the fuck? And then the other guy's like, oh, they're not chickens. Although, one would think this one isn't exactly all there. I mean, different cultures and different appetites and cuisines are present. But shouldn't there be a thing where, you know, these are the school's chickens, it's not for your consumption? But then again, who am I to expect that these aliens who just eat every human that they see to be able to hold themselves back? Henshin. Yeah, transform himself. He's now going crazy. Yeah, you've realised what you've just caused, right? Causing a scene on his first day in school. Okay, the animation work. Oh, that was a nice face in the smoke. He is cheeked up. Don't think I didn't see that. No chickens here, just us cats. This is fucking... shit. Fucking hilarious work at trying to disguise themselves, but... Ooh, I like that animation style. Control yourself, new kid. Oh, I like that knight helmet. Might want to put your mask back on. You got a bit of a adoring viewing crowd right here. And so, Schoolyard Rumble. Something tells me young love or whatnot might not flourish anytime soon. But I do like the idea of, it's shining a light on our own consumption. And, sure, we've got a degree where we don't just wipe out everything that we lay our eyes on. For the most part. Obviously, we can do better with that. Cool. Okay, so he's the one that has been helping out. I can see why he's saying that he could help them then. Yeah, maybe running through the streets isn't exactly the bestest of ideas. But something... I also wonder, is there now going to be some sort of execution squad? And call the police, get them after the escaped humans and whatnot. He's become a pariah and a fugitive. Oh, wow. This seems like a boss arena. That would be the face we saw in the beginning. Well, shit. That checks out. The police have arrived. He took a blow. I mean, could have been worse. Nothing here but a human and a chicken. A story for the ages. The judge, jury, and executioner in the police force right there. I mean, good on her. Not sure exactly what she'd be able to do there. Oh, that's cool. Yep. Maybe don't make your presence known. Well, that's violent. Survival instincts of a fucking brick. That's discount freezer. She has a spark in her. Yeah, it's going to have to be delayed now. That's the response. Yeah, but people just don't go down to the farms with a knife and fork. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, if a pig suddenly started talking back to us and be like, you know what, I'm a little hungry too. Yeah, it would definitely change the... Okay. It would definitely change the dynamic, the status quo of everything. Until it got big and tasty. Is that why he gave her the food from the bucket and everything? So, her last line of any sense of friendship and everything turned out to be the one that ate her schoolmates in front of her. She had a strong constitution and everything before, but what are these noises? That's not a scream of fear, but that's some nice animation. Off to the mountains. I'm assuming that this was a way to get her out of here rather than actually the true feelings of feeling peckish. I mean, if he could hold back the Proto-Chainsaw Man, but if he could hold back the fist of the policeman without even transforming... Yeah, you're not going to like what you see. There's just a puddle, really. How are you going to explain that to his parents? Ooh, the color gradation and whatnot. Like the lens flare effects, and obviously the screen ratio change. Is she going to realize that he's now fighting for her ability to possibly escape? What is... I thought it was a neat design decision to give her emotion and a face and whatnot, but for him to always be cast in shadow, he turns out to be an alien hiding in human form. That makes sense. I guess. Yep. That solitary tear. Why did that line hit so hard? And what the fuck? Harder than I realized, apparently. Is this the tune that was playing in the gym when they were practicing the chicken play before they were eaten? Layers upon several layers of storytelling and messaging in something that, if we're going in order, if this is his first bit of work from when he was 17 or whatever, I don't know if that is the case, but if it is, holy fuck, I'm over 30 now and I couldn't write something like that. with considerable character plot lines and changes, subversions and whatnot as well. Nothing here but us chickens. Okay, so if anything of the others, if this is a predicate for the others of what we will be seeing, then might be in for some good times, because I only just realised that was, what, 20 minutes? It's not even a full-length episode timing-wise. Crammed so much in, had a full arc and story within one episode. We got to know characters and whatnot, and the world, its events, and some subversions of plots and what we kind of expect all in one. And although it can't be attributed to Fujimoto himself, but some banger animation in this as well. I obviously am a big fan of when we get high energy impact motion, when it becomes a little more fluid and sketchy. So, pretty damn good. Although, strangely, it did make me hungry. No lessons were learned. But yeah, in a situation where aliens invade, we're already at a major disadvantage because they can come from anywhere in the atmosphere. They can transform and become elite battle machines. Yeah, not much we can really do about that. And if our conventional weaponry can't really do much, then yeah, we are shit out of luck. Hiding in the mountains is the best we can accomplish. I mean, the fact is, we don't even know if she made it to safety. We just saw her running, and with the promise that there's kind of a safe little community out there. But I think the stripping away several layers of story and whatnot in here, just the fact of you've got two people pretending what they're not just to survive and be with one another, at its core, is something that we can easily understand. Add on aliens and they're trying to hide for their own survival. Okay, now we're getting into weird territories, and then adding in alien human sympathizers within those aliens, much like we have people who are animal rights activists, vegans, or any level of people who are trying to hold more accountability in the food trade. But it doesn't even have to be fucking food trade stuff and vegans. It can be pretty much anything, really. To come from a 17-year-old, I wonder what was running through his mind when he originally wrote this. And for the alien police to really get human culture correct and go straight in with the hands-on approach before asking questions. But yeah, several things that I really love about this. Layers of story, the subversions, but the fact you've got alien invasion, and it's not just down to, oh, they're destroying our cities, they're killing us all, they're wiping us out. Sure they are, but it's, oh, humans are tasty. Let's stay here a bit longer and, have a good meal. While also being like, actually, human society is pretty fucking awesome. We've got video games and anime. So let's just crash here for a while and usurp the society that they left behind. I do like that it's not a post-apocalyptic kind of story. It is a straight after, or 6 months after the event, and just carried on where they left off. So, lest I transform and actually do something proper with my life, I'm going to continue taking with from cultures that aren't my own and watching more anime. Hopefully you will join me there as well. If you've enjoyed this, let me know. Leave a like down below, and a comment really helps me out. Probably more than you realise, considering my relatively small channel at the minute. But if you want to make sure not to miss out future uploads, consider subscribing to the channel. Going down below into the description for links to my Discord, so you don't miss out when videos get put up, or fun conversations and memes and shit like that. And of course, maybe check out my Patreon if this is the first time you're here. Because, no. And of course, maybe check out my Patreon if you want to see unedited, uncensored versions of the reaction in the anime. But for now, thank you for joining along. Get yourself some rest. Don't break any laws. And also, don't just stand there looking death in the face. At least make some sort of move. See you in the next one. Well, that Silver Knight transformation was pretty cool, though.